Welcome to episode 10 of the Northeast Thailand Motorbike Tour series. Today I am leaving the city of Khon Kaen and we're going to be heading south. There's one place in particular that people told me not to go to, but of course I'm going to go and check it out. And make sure you stay to the end of this video because I'm going to give you all my tips and tricks and tell you the biggest mistake I made on this trip. I've definitely seen my fair share of temples, and not a temple tour, but I just want to pop in here really quick to check out this temple. It's a bit of a long name, so I'll put it on the screen, but just look at how beautiful this thing is. We're just going to take a quick ride around it. I don't even think I'm going to stop and get out, but man, this is a beautiful temple. I saw it coming by here at night, and it really is magnificent. It's almost like a pyramid. I've not seen a temple shaped like this. Like I said, I'm kind of templed out. I've seen so many temples in this country that at this point I'm only interested if it's something unique from an architectural standpoint. And well, this thing definitely kind of takes the cake on that. Okay, I think that's enough temple for this morning. Now let's head to this location where people told me not to go there because it's not a good place, but you know, it looks interesting to me, so if it's a tourist trap, it's a tourist trap, but it's on my way and I want to check it out. But guys, I gotta stop and mention that this place, the pizza joint here, was truly spectacular. I stopped here a couple nights ago for dinner, and Jess, the owner, was just such a nice person. They had the best wings I've had anywhere in Thailand, and the pizza was just amazing. If you're in the Khon Kaen area, definitely stop by and give it a try. I highly recommend it. Okay, here we are, Turtle Village. Not really sure what to expect here. Several people said not to come here because there really isn't many turtles left anymore. But apparently there's like nearly hundreds of turtles that live here and wander around. All right, let's go take a look at Turtle Village here and see what it has to offer. Now, although this is labeled as Turtle Village on Google Maps, it is Tortoise Park. And there's a distinct difference between turtles and tortoises. Turtles live in the ocean, and tortoises live mostly on land and in freshwater. And let's see what they have here. I'm guessing it's going to be tortoises and not turtles. But park is pretty empty. Actually, I'm the only one here, which is fine. Let's walk around, see what we got, and see if they have any of the giant turtles. Kind of like this guy over here. This is designated as the tortoise area. Let's see if we can actually find any. My understanding is that they also tend to come out more at night than during the day. Let's see if we can find at least one. I'll be happy with one. Not exactly what I was looking for, but here's some shells from some tortoises that have passed away. Maybe they're lost. Maybe they've read one of my ebooks and they got lost somewhere and they're just out and exploring. I have no idea where they are, but there's a walkway around here. Maybe we'll find some rabbit and tortoise. Well, I haven't seen either. So right now this is just, we'll just call this a park. A park with lots of leaves, some dogs barking, and oof. This whole walkway is pretty rotten. You really got to watch your step here because, especially someone my size, it's liable to, whoa, fall apart. Where's the turtles? Or sorry, the tortoise. Where's the tortoise? Alrighty. So far, I would say that this place is not worth a visit. Okay, spider webs. Haven't had breakfast, so there's a little protein. Yep, not a single turtle, tortoise, whatever. Oh wait, there's one right there. It's a giant one. Yeah, these two giant tortoise, whatever, are the biggest ones that I've come across here and the only ones. Well, I think I found out why there aren't any tortoises here. They have not been doing enough of this. See, if they had been doing more of this, then there would be some here. But they haven't been doing that. Maybe they're out drinking Singha or something. Huh. So far, this is a complete bust. So I'll put this in the Google Map links in the description below, but I don't recommend coming here. There's absolutely no turtles here, no tortoises, just a couple dogs. And maybe they come out more at night. Maybe they're in the forest somewhere. But people said that they were walking around in the middle of the day in the city. Maybe. Let's go look. Okay, let's take a quick little ride through the rest of this village and see if there's any tortoises, turtles, whatever, walking around. Supposedly there are, but I'm not really buying it. But let's take a quick tour. They're definitely not out on the main road, which is not where I would expect them to be. Kind of looking down the side alleys. I think the answer is going to be no. I think the turtles have left this this village. Oh wait, more up ahead. I see a sign. Again, it says Turtle Village. Maybe the turtles have moved out here. Stop here, grabbed a quick Gatorade. I thought maybe these people would know where the turtles are. And of course, they pointed me back to where I just came from. So I don't know where they are, but they're not here. So it's time to continue on. All right, let's get this show on the road. We're gonna go back a bit the way we came. Lagon Cop. And I think I found a good way to go to the direction I'm going. There's always the fast way, but the roads just suck. I mean, it's just a straight highway with all those big trucks. So instead, we're gonna take the long way, out of the way, hopefully some nice scenic roads on the way to Korat. I guess Google decided I needed some off-roading today, so we are on a really bumpy little dirt road here. Just a little shortcut, I guess. I have no idea if this is right or not, but okay. And I'm glad it's not raining, because this would be a muddy mess. But just enjoying a little bit of the countryside here. Not too shabby. I'm really happy that it's not raining and it's dry. And even though I got this dirt road, that's all right. So I can get about another, what, hour and 15 to Korat. I've been on the bike for over an hour and a half. I need to get off, get some fuel for the bike and for myself. I'm starving. Well, this is all part of my shortcut, long cut, whatever, the more scenic way. I love these arches that they have in these towns. They're just so scenic. Ventured off onto another back road. This again is a little bit longer than even the route I was on, but I don't know, just kind of a little more interesting. But yeah, the surface is definitely not as good. Aha, civilization. All right, time to get some gas and some food. All right, time to fuel up. The bike is filthy, but it's getting some gas. Now I gotta find some food. And we got about 40 minutes to Korat. All right, don't hate me for this. It's literally 37 degrees out, and I want air conditioning. So we're gonna go to Pizza Company. Not the ideal choice, but it's gonna work. Okay, got lunch, and you know, this is just too big of an area. So I think I'm gonna head about half an hour kind of northwest to a place I found that looks more chill. So let's just go there. I think this is gonna have to do regardless. The weather is just completely turning right now. The Greenville Laguna, it looked really nice. And, well, it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna go get a room here. And possibly the owner's cars, but good taste. We've got a Peugeot little coupe here, which you don't see often in Thailand, and the Nissan Figaro, which is an early 90s retro K car from Japan. These are such cool little cars. This is a very nice place. They've got a nice little bar. They've got a restaurant. I'm gonna go check into my room, and there's even little golf cart service. Pretty fancy. Let's go into our little cart and get a ride to the room. This is impressive. Oh, and it's raining just in time. Okay, I was not expecting like Fantasy Island treatment here. Really not sure where my room is. It might be very far. It's a really nice resort. And like I said, it is starting to pour, so I wasn't really gonna have much of an option. So this is gonna do just fine. Oh, they've even got like little villas here. Okay, I did not reserve one of these. We're actually staying in the hotel itself, which should be fine. Looks like we're at the back of the building here. I'm guessing I could have walked over here, but in this rain, I'm very appreciative to have this little cart service. It is howling outside. I mean, the rain is pouring down like crazy. Perfect timing. And this room, boy, this is just beautiful. Really like the layout here. I gotta close the door, otherwise it gets super windy. Got a refrigerator, some free water, there's some snacks and some other things inside the fridge. Little dining area over here, or a desk for me so I can maybe get some work done. Beautiful decor. I'm really loving this wood. Everything is in such good condition. You know, nothing's really beat up. The couch isn't torn or broken like in that last hotel. The bed is beautiful. I'm loving this king-size bed. The colors in here, really nice, beautiful lighting, very nice touches. There's a little area you can sit, do your makeup or whatever the heck you might want to do over there. Big closet over here. We've got towels, robes, all that stuff. The bathroom's really nice. Again, very modern. We got all the amenities, toothbrushes, I think even a razor blade. There I am, a little sweaty and wet because I got here just in time. Beautiful shower. And everything else in here is really nice. There is a pool at this property. There is also a gym here. And I've got a nice balcony. I'm almost afraid to open it because it is pouring like mad out there. But yeah, guys, got a beautiful little balcony. There's the pool down there. Not going to be using that. The highway's a ways away. There's even little paddle boats on this lake that I guess you can use, which I will not be doing in this weather. But this included breakfast. And when I looked on Agoda, this room was 2,100 baht. But when I walked in and asked them how much, they told me 1,790. So that comes out to be about $35 for one night. It's a beautiful room, very comfortable. It's a bit from the highway. There's really nothing right here, but it's quiet. Really nice reception, nice people. I might even eat here because the weather is just so crappy. But I'm very happy with this. I am definitely the only guest at this resort. All right, I took one of these bikes. You'll have to pardon the audio quality. Again, did not want to bring the wireless mic because, well, it would get soaked. I don't know if it's going to rain, and this phone can take it. Well, looks like there's some food here, but I think the restaurant is right around the corner, and it does look open. I suppose I could have walked over here. It's super close, and there's definitely people here, so I think I've come to the right place. Nothing too exciting, just the chicken basil over rice and some grilled shrimp. I also ordered somtam salad, but I'm not sure if that's coming or not. When I tell you there aren't many food options near this hotel, I'm not joking. I didn't want to get back on the bike. The main highway, I couldn't get any delivery. Fortunately, this place was right around the corner, and I think it's quite good. That was a pretty good meal. Once I finished it, I realized that they forgot to bring me the 2 eggs that I asked for. That's okay. So those 3 dishes, a bottle of Pepsi, 1 bottle of water, and then I got 4 more bottles of water to take back to the hotel because, well, there's nothing available around here. It came out to be 205 baht, which is like $5.50. Perfect. This place worked out great. So this is the very last episode of the Northeast Thailand Motorbike Tour. So let me tell you my thoughts, tips, and tricks for this trip. Let me start by telling you the #1 mistake that I made on this trip. I started this trip 3.5 weeks ago, and I just completely overdid it in the first 2 weeks. I found myself riding every single day. The first 2 days, I did almost 400 kilometers each of those days, and I just burned myself out. I did too much. I recorded too many videos in the very beginning. I think in the first 2 weeks, I recorded 6 or 7 videos. And don't forget that probably 5 of those days, I was holed up in a hotel room editing. So I just pushed myself too much, and I kind of burned myself out. Next time, I'm definitely going to take it a little bit more easy in the beginning and not try to rush. I mean, at this point, I have covered 3,150 kilometers in about 3.5, 4 weeks. And tomorrow, I've got 250 kilometers to get to Bangkok. So this whole trip is going to be about 3,450 kilometers, which in 3.5, 4 weeks is probably a little too much on that little 160. So next time I'm going to take it a lot more easy on this trip. I have been extremely fortunate because we are in the middle of rainy season, and a couple of the places I went, like Chiang Khon and Nan, they got completely flooded literally days after I made videos there and visited. So I've really been staying ahead of this storm, and it's not because of planning, it's just sheer luck. My Honda ADV 160 performed flawlessly on this trip. It is coming up on 11,500 kilometers in just 11 months. I have definitely gotten my money's worth and use out of that little bike. It's given me zero problems and I've really enjoyed it. However, I think I'm going to be looking at something bigger, like a real motorcycle for my next trip, most likely the Honda NX 500. I have now done 2 motorbike tours in 2 of the worst times of the year. I've done one in April, which is the hottest month of the year, and now I have done one during rainy/monsoon season. I don't recommend you do trips during this time of the year because of the heat, and now of course the heavy rains and the flooding. It's just too dangerous because you never know when a flash flood is going to come through. I'm so happy that I bought good rain gear because I've had to use it more than once on this trip, and it absolutely saved me and my gear from getting soaked. I got really lucky on all the hotels that I booked, and as you might know, I don't really book anything in advance. I usually roll into town, see what I like, and just book it on the spot. As always, packing light on these trips is essential. I packed very light on this trip. However, I still brought a few things that I never used, like jeans or shorts for swimming. I never once stepped into a pool because, well, I was wet a lot of the time, either from rain or from the heat. It was literally like 36 degrees many of these days. I was not expecting heat and humidity to be that high during this trip. I did go into the Isan region, as you can see by the last 4 or 5 videos. However, I'm gonna have to come back and continue the exploration of Isan. I will have a proper Isan motorbike tour coming up, hopefully by the end of this year or early 2025. You see, there's so much more of Isan than I had expected. There was just no way I was gonna be able to cover the northeast of Thailand and all of the Isan region, and honestly I never really went east of Udon Thani or Khon Kaen, so I have to come back and explore those areas. You really have to be careful when you're out on the roads. You know, Thai people are wonderful, kind, but they are some of the worst drivers I have ever personally experienced anywhere in the world, and this is one of the reasons why Thailand has such high traffic death rates. People will pull out in front of you without even looking in your direction, completely coming in front of you, making U-turns in front of you, not using turn signals. It's just like, hey, forget about due caution. They just do not pay as much attention as they should, especially in some of these smaller provinces. You have to be really careful. You know, I'm not slamming Thai people, but the driving skills are, they're really quite rough. The roads in this region went everywhere from complete garbage filled with potholes to some of the most beautiful roads I have ever ridden anywhere. And don't forget that I lived in California, the San Francisco Bay Area, and California with its ridiculously high taxes has some of the best roads anywhere in America, and I was fortunate enough to ride some amazing roads. But the roads that I got to try on this trip, most of them were superb. Although I feel like I spent a little bit too much time on the main roads in the beginning of the trip and then in the last few days, and that just wipes you out. For me, the little side roads, the mountain roads, those are the best way to go. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tour. At this point tomorrow, all I have to do is ride about 4 hours, 250 kilometers back to Bangkok to my home, and finally unwind and relax and not do anything for at least a couple of days. Thank you so much for all of your support, all of your well wishes, and your concern during this very rainy season and these unprecedented floods that we've been having here in the north of Thailand. Take a look at some of my other videos. Guys, please make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon in another episode.